Good morning, friends. Today we'll cover exercise 9 of this tutorial series on Java serialization. So let's go with the problem. So we have got this exercise 9 class which implements serializable, and it has got three private field members. One is integer quantity, one is transient price, and one is a static string color. And then inside this we have got a constructor in which we are setting this quantity and color, not the price. And let's go to the main method. In the main method, we are creating this exercise 9 object using the new operator. After this, we explicitly override the values for quantity, price, and color, and then we write this object. Now here, one thing important to notice here is that, again, after this serialization is done, we are creating a new object again using the constructor. So, and after this call of this, just creating this new object, we're not assigning it to anything. After this, we are reading it back from the file, and then we print the quantity, price, and the color, all these three variables. So let's look at it again. It has got transient, static, and an integer, and also there is a initializer block here which sets quantity to 4. Okay. So what is the result? Choose all that apply. Compilation fail, exception is shown at runtime. If these two are not the case, then there should be some output, right? So what should be the output out of these options? So solve the problem on your own first, and before we come back with the solution. So I'll pause the video here. Okay, let's look at the solution now. Compilation failure, I don't think, because I already checked there isn't any compilation error. Exception or output, right? So before we assume that if there is any exception thrown or any output thrown, let's go through the like whole flow. Okay. So first of all, let's go to this main method where we are writing this object. Okay. So if I just use this constructor, right, exercise 9, before this, as we have discussed in the previous exercise as well, the first thing that will happen is that it will initialize all these values first. So quantity would be set as -1, price would be set as null, and static field color, it will be also assigned as null at this point before this constructor is like run totally. And also we have seen that the quantity is 4. I mean the initialized block. So here at this point, quantity would be overridden to 4. From -1, it will move to 4. So before this constructor is run at this point, so the state of the object is quantity is 4, price is null, color is null. And after that, super will be called implicitly, but will not do anything because we're not extending it to, we are only extending to object class, which is nothing going to happen. And after this, super is called, we have this quantity as 5. So from 4, it turns to 5, and color turns to green, color from null to green, because it's static variable. So it's set once. After this, now here the constructor ends. So exercise 9 at this point, before this quantity is overridden, we have got the state as quantity is equal to 5, price is still null, and color is green. After this, we are overriding this all these three variables with 3. So before writing this object, the exercise 9 is having state as 3, this, and color is a static variable. This is not a part of the object, but still we can refer to it, right? So the state of this object is color is blue right now before this. Okay, so the also one thing notice is that it's transient variable. That price is transient, so it will not be serialized. Only quantity would be, integer would be serialized here as 3. Both transient and static variables would not be serialized, part of serialization. Now here is the important thing to note is that once we construct this object again, right, at this time, although we are setting the quantity as 5, but we're not assigning it to any variable, right? But still, the static variable is changed from blue to green. So after this point, on the color is having a value as green after this new object is created. So this is the catch here. That's why once we run this here, at this time, once we read the object back, so no constructor is called, nothing like no initialized block is also called, setting the quantity as 4. So before this, it would be only 3. So it would be coming as 3. Price is again transient, so it should be coming as null. And the color, because of this new object, we set it from blue to green. So the color is like independent of any serialization or deserialization process. It will just follow that's like from main, from top to down, and whatever the state is at a last moment. At this point, it is green, so it will be coming as green. So I expect the answer should be D, 3, null, and green. So this is my assumption. So let's run this program and see. It's running now. Okay. So I won. It's 3, null, and green. So as mentioned here, so the answer should be D here. So guys, this was all about exercise 9. In the next video, we'll look into exercise 10. So see you all in the next video.